Password Manager is a program which allows you to store passwords and other sensitive information, as well as provide other useful features such as a password generator. Once you're logged into Bitwarden, navigate to the My Vault tab. This is where your information is stored. You can copy and paste the username and password and open the URL linked with the login by using the small icons on the right side of the credential. To add a new entry, select the plus icon at the top right hand corner. At the very top there is a drop down where you can choose what the entry will be, a folder or a login. You can then input all the necessary details like the name of the credential, the username and the password. You can also add a URL to the credential for easier access. This menu also allows you to move the entry into a folder. Underneath the folder selection, you can give some notes for the credential, such as what site, app or device the credential is for. I went into the demonstration folder to add a credential. This automatically sets the entry to be placed inside of this folder. However, you can create an entry in the vault itself, which will then default the selection to place the entry in the vault and not within a folder. Now you can select the Send tab. This tab allows you to create pre-made messages in which you can put text or instead send a file. These entries are created the same way as credentials are by using the plus icon. Within this menu you can set a deletion date, expiration date, maximum access count, which limits the amount of users who can access the send. You can add a password to protect the send, and lastly, you can also add notes to a send like you can with a credential. The next tab is the Password Generator tab. With Bitwarden you can create as many randomly generated passwords as you want. You can also generate usernames and passphrases. The max length for passwords is 128 characters. You get the choice of what characters are allowed and which are restricted when generating a password. In this menu you can also set the minimum amount of numbers and special characters. There's an option to avoid any ambiguous characters and an option to view your password history should you need it. The penultimate tab is the Settings tab. Within the Settings tab you can access your folders. You're able to add new folders here and here as well. You can sync your vault in the settings too and exclude domains. To exclude a domain, all you need to do is select Excluded Domains and input the URL. You can also change how often your vault times out and the timeout action. You can add the options to unlock your vault with a PIN or with biometrics if you prefer. Lastly is the Tab tab. This syncs with the URLs you have in your vault. The Tab tab displays the credentials you use on the site. It is active for the tab you have open on your browser. When you switch tab, it will switch credentials.